Hi, my name is Stephen Sharp and I am the owner of Aquatic Leak Detection in Brevard County, Florida. We specialize in commercial and residential swimming pool leak detection. Today, I'd like to talk about how we perform our leak detection services. First, I want to talk about dye testing. Now, dye testing involves taking basically a syringe filled with dye that is neutral in the water so you can place it in the water and see where the water is flowing. Well, let's go dye test something.
Now this is a metal light niche on an older pool. Notice how the wire is coming through the conduit at the top of the niche. Basically what you want to do is take your syringe full of dye and insert dye around the conduit opening. Now if there's a leak present, you'll see the dye getting sucked into wherever the leak is. Look for rust spots around the whole niche, but concentrate where the conduit comes through. Next, we're going to check the grounding nut in the center of the niche. Basically, put dye around the nut, and if a leak is present, it will get sucked into the leak. Now we're going to check the outer ring where the light niche seals to the shell of the pool. Basically, go around it with your dye, and if you see any anomalies, concentrate on those the most. As you can see, there is no leak present at this light niche. Now we're going to check the skimmer and the skimmer throat. Now as you can see, this is the plastic skimmer pot, and moving the video camera out, you can see the throat of the skimmer with the tile line to the side. Now we are going to concentrate first at the seam between the plastic of the skimmer and the shell of the pool, basically putting dye along the edge to see if any leaks are present. Now if a leak is present, the same thing will happen here. You'll see the dye getting sucked in to the crack or crevice where the leak is. Now as you can see, we haven't found any leaks so far. Now I notice a crack in the tile here, so I concentrated on it, hitting it very closely and slowly. You can see the dye moving back and forth. That is the movement of the water. That is perfectly normal. Now I am going back to the skimmer pot. This is plastic, and as you can see, I noticed a crack when I was checking the throat. You can see the crack in the left hand side, and there I go, I'm checking it, and as you can see, the dye is getting sucked into the crack. This is a leak, and this is the cause of the leak in the pool that was losing about an inch of water a day. Now we are going to check the main drain pot for any leaks using dye. Basically, you want to go around the outer ring to start with and check for any leaks between the plastic and the shell of the pool. Now these kind of leaks you see a lot when it's winter and the water's cold. The plastic contracts. You see a lot of leaks around the seal. As you can see, I don't see any leaks. Now I'm just checking the pot for any leaks. If you see any cracks or any anomalies, focus on those.
Now, dye testing is how we find leaks in the structure of the pool. If we get done dye testing and we have found no leaks or a small leak that doesn't account for all the water loss, then we move on to pressure testing. Pressure testing is how we find leaks in plumbing lines of swimming pools. Now we use plastic or rubber plugs, such as the one I have in my hand, to seal off the plumbing lines. And then from one of the sides, we put a plug that has a hole in the middle so we can induce pressure, and we use water pressure to check the lines. Now if a line holds pressure at 10 psi, or whatever we're testing at, we know it's good and there's no leaks. If the pressure drops, we know there's a leak somewhere in the line. Now if we find that a line is losing pressure, then we move to electronic listening. This involves inserting air pressure into the line so you purge all the water out of the line, and wherever the leak is, the air comes out and makes a noise, and we listen over the plumbing line with a listening device and can pinpoint the exact location of a leak. Now, if you have any more questions, feel free to call me at 321-427-7909. We service all of Brevard County. For more information, please visit my website, www.aquaticleakdetection.com. Thank you, and have a good day.